Hey guys, welcome back to House Flipper 2 with Rash Decision. If you're enjoying the content, please leave a like and subscribe to let me know. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, welcome back again. We're actually going to go right back into it. So I do apologize. I actually do have a new piece of email, but I actually read it previously, but I'll go ahead and read it again. It is from our parents. It says, "Hello, dear son. Your mother asked me to let you know that we're moving house again. She misses having the beach nearby and wants to live on Sunset Bay now. So I hope you didn't plan on to visit us in Cozy Village. And know that I am proud of you. I've heard many good things about your work in Peanut Cove. Send Tom my regards, Dad." And I realize that every single time they send us an email, yeah, they're moving. So, good for them, absolutely. I know people that do this in the real world. But one thing I did notice is that there are a few things. I haven't seen an area on the map that corresponds to these area names, like Moonrise Bay and Cozy Village. And let's see, I think there was another one. Yeah, this one here actually mentions a completely different one as well. Sunset Bay. I don't think there was another one mentioned. But yeah, these are kind of items that don't show up on our current map. So it does make me wonder. Like, I noticed that there's like a couple areas down here that can be what looks like unlocked maybe eventually later, because I did unlock the Core Root Forest after I unlocked all the tools. And there's like this area over here, there's like there's the entire side of the map. It just makes me wonder if these are going to be like areas down the line, like more missions. There's more missions in this game than I ever thought there was going to be. Or maybe if that's going to be like future DLC kind of situation. Because I even see like there's a manor over here with like a helipad and everything. Maybe that's like a hospital, who knows. But yeah, there's like a whole segment of city right here that looks like it's a little bit more of a colonial vibe, and then there's like a section down here that has a little bit more of like a Spanish vibe to it. Even has like the pavilion on the water there. Yeah, there's a couple of different things here that could be the situation. But based on their emails, that is something that crossed my mind. I wonder if it is going to be like future DLC, like names of areas for future DLC, and the developers are just being super sneaky about sneaking that foreshadowing in. Anyway, let's go into Core Root Forest. We're setting up a movie set from Jaden Wright. Hi, I am a filmmaking student, and I need to make a short film for a course credit. I have a perfect spot in mind, a rundown forest cabin, very atmospheric. The problem is that the atmosphere now suits something scary or supernatural. Okay, I think I know where this is going. And it's not the direction I want to take. Too cliche. I haven't exactly figured out what I'm doing instead, but believe me, it'll come to me. Let's see. What I do know is that the cabin needs a makeover. Some basic stuff like fixing holes in the walls. Okay. Yeah. Take out the trash, that kind of thing. Buy some furniture. But fixing the holes in the walls, really? Is that where we're going with this? Anyway, maybe a fresh coat of paint. I trust you'll see what needs to be done. Have a great day, Jaden Wright. Now, because I'm the player, I can honestly say that obviously, yes, I will see what needs to be done. I'm going to do my 3 stars. Everything's wonderful. If you are in the real world and you are hiring a contractor, don't ever say something like this unless you like personally know your contractor that you're hiring, because this kind of invites them to either actually, you know what? This really invites someone to come in and overbill you and underperform the work. Because they'll say, well, I saw this that needs to be done, but it's like some crazy expensive thing that needs to be done, and this is why it's crazy expensive, when actually all it is just fixing a hole in the wall. Don't ever don't ever open end what you're asking for unless you really know that contractor really well. And that's not to say that all contractors are underhanded. You as a consumer need to protect yourself. Like, that's really what it just comes down to. That's it. All right. So I think that loading screen is actually what this is supposed to be. Let's have a look here. So we don't have. Oh, we do have the little shelters over here. No, it's just the one. Looks like it might have been a sluice. That's what I'm thinking. Is like it looks like it may have been a sluice at some point. A sluice is or a sluice box rather, is oh good lord. Okay. Yeah, I can see why they would think this looks more like a horror scene. But I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that while I'm standing here talking. But a sluice or a sluice box, I should say. I wonder why it doesn't like that. Is there something there that it just doesn't like? I don't get it. It's not letting me knock it out. I don't understand why it doesn't like that. Interesting. It's letting me build there. It's not letting me build there. The only thing I can figure is maybe that's like clipping into it or something. There it goes. Okay. So just being super, super just picky, I guess is the best word for it. There we go. Okay, now we got it. But anyway, a sluice is what a gold miner would use. Or honestly, really anyone that's looking for rare earth minerals in dirt, that's what you would use. A sluice uses water to separate what you would consider organic dirt material and non-organic dirt material. And that's just because organic dirt material would be emulsified and carried away by the water, or it would float. Whereas, or at least most of the time, it would float. Whereas the non-organic materials, such as like silver, gold, quartz, copper, really anything that can be powderized or like just crushed down or have tiny little deposits inside of dirt. That's what you would find after the sluice box does its magic and gets rid of all the water in the mineral. So actually, we're actually keeping the hanging vines. That's interesting. For a second, I thought I was getting some head bob, but no, it's just these crazy hills. Why on earth would you leave these hills here and not, you know? Okay, so we're not getting rid of those. What are we getting rid of? So we are getting rid of branches, but it doesn't seem like we're getting rid of these branches. Let's go around front and have a look. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple here across this path. That's exactly what it is. Oh, good lord. Why would you do that? I just realized. Now I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to see any hanging wickermen around here. I'm kind of concerned all of a sudden. Alright, collecting trash perk. I think that's going to be my last perk, so let me go ahead and look at it. It is. So that's the one where I can sell items with the trash bag out, and it won't make any difference. So I'm not sure if that actually means that I won't need the flipper tool for a lot of that anymore, or if it just means that. There we go. Or if it just means exactly what it says on. Oh, good lord! What it says on the tin. There we go. Problem solved. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that real fast. Wait a second. I'm guessing I'm going to be using damaged something or other. That doesn't seem right. But we're going to trust the magic. Because, you know, there is like some stains here. Okay, so it's not damaged wood, it's just dirty. Okay, I see. Cool. Yeah, that makes me feel a little bit better. Alright. There we go. Go ahead and clean this up then. I see over here to my left I've got some more stuff to clean, so get to it. There we go. Get some spray in there, make it go a little faster. I bet you this door is going to be sold. How much you want to bet? No! Excuse me. Interesting. Maybe it'll tell me from the inside. I'm not quite sure. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this. Got some more stuff here. Maybe along this wall. Yeah, here we go. Found some. There we go. Okay. Let's go back out here. We'll just double check what else we've got. And that's going to be like on the back over here. So I'll go ahead and do that since we're standing out here anyway. We haven't gone inside yet. Well, I thought I was going to buy it. There it goes. There we go. It tried to get me. It tried to make me mess up. But it couldn't do it. It just couldn't do it. Oh, hello. What's going on, Jaden?
Hey, Jaden here. I finally know what my movie's gonna be about, and I couldn't wait to tell you. Just listen. It's going to be a silent piece, honoring the simple life. Imagine long, static shots capturing the most mundane activities. Nobody would expect it from a movie set in a forest cabin, am I right? So your crucial task is making it look inhabited. The last time I was there, only a ghost would consider moving in, and that was like years ago.
The movie's about a ghost? But I'm going to use this one.
Oh, you think it's that bad? Man, I hope the repairs won't go over my budget. I was thinking about doing it all myself, you know, but I couldn't find time between all the other projects and exams. Now, you're my only hope, since it looks like no one else is planning to do anything about it.
That is a good question, actually.
Well, okay. I have a confession to make. The cabin doesn't exactly belong to me, or to anybody I know. It's been abandoned for as long as I can remember. We hung out there with my friends when we were in high school. Nobody bothered us about it then, so I figured nobody will care if I do something with it now.
I just noticed our budget actually is very, very small. It's only about $7,000. Honestly, I am thinking about this, a bold assumption. So I'm actually going to run through these before I click one. Saying it's a bold assumption, that's actually correct. Realistically, if a contractor goes into a house and someone pays him to do work on the house, as long as it doesn't require a permit necessarily, then nobody's going to ask any questions. But as soon as it requires a permit, such as reconstruction of, say, walls, like we're doing here, where we're reconstruction part of the walls that would require like an inspection or anything like that, anything that would require a permit or inspection, anything of that nature, someone's going to care very soon, very quickly, because that does actually require the legal owner's permission to work on that house. Like the legal owner has to sign off on the installment contract as well as the permit and the permit, the I've lost the word. They have to sign off on the permit, on the inspection, as well as the It'll come to me eventually. I'm not going to worry too much about it. But there's another piece of paper they have to sign. But if there's a permit such as what we're doing here that requires reconstruction, that would immediately imply the owner has to consent. If all it is just clean up and like a new coat of paint, generally the government isn't going to care. Even if the owner is long dead, and all that these people are doing are just paying to have the house look nicer, as long as it doesn't require a permit necessarily, then nobody's going to care. So that's probably where like you're probably right would come in, and we're doing the owners a favor. That in and of itself, that's a little bit odd to say in this context, even though we're doing work that improves the value of the house. It could have been that the owners may have abandoned it for a financial reason, and adding valuation to the house or adding any kind of activity to the house could potentially put an owner who has abandoned it for financial reasons into an even worse spot. For example, if they abandoned it because they couldn't pay for it or couldn't pay the taxes on it, and they were just waiting for the house to rot and fall down so they could burn it, for example, just to get rid of it off the land and then sell the land. Say they couldn't find a buyer for the house or for the cabin. Um, if we reevaluate this house and reactivate it on tax record showing that it's higher valuation, or that if like a county inspector comes through and says, wait, there's been work done to this house, um, that means that the taxes are going to go up on the house as well. At least that's how it works in the U.S. I will put that nice little point on it. If the owner suddenly gets that uptick in taxes and suddenly they can't do anything else with it, that might put them in a really bad position. But I'm going to be going with a bold assumption.
You think? My professors say you must be bold to make it in the industry, so it means I have what it takes. I think.
That's an
anyway,
interesting way of looking at
I'm
it.
going back to writing my script. See ya.
If there's not going to be any spoken word, I know there's like stage direction, but how are you? If all it's going to be is stage direction, I don't think that qualifies as a script. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know much about. That's one area I don't know much about is stage writing and that kind of thing. We'll go ahead and do our standard cleanup. Let's see, this is actually a nice little cabin right here. It definitely seems like, judging by this, it definitely seems like there may have been a homeless person living here. Or it might have been like a squatter or something. But, yeah, this is actually a nice little cabin, to be 100% honest with you. Like, I could see myself living in a cabin like this. Oh, look at that. It seems I have goofed. There we go. Goof has been fixed. Let's see. Yeah, it definitely seems like there's been like a squatter or something like that here at some point. I didn't see a way into the basement. Is there? Excuse me. I had a hiccup there for a moment. Yeah, there's not a way into this basement. I don't see like any outbuildings or anything like that. Huh. Maybe the basement could offer us a clue as to what's going on here, because there's not a natural way into this basement. So let me go ahead and get cleaned up. Oh, we still got a couple pieces of trash here. Oh, there's one. I hear the audio cue. Oh, I saw something. No, that's down there. Okay. You know, actually, now that I think about it, it might not be a squatter. It could have been like the person who actually did own this house. Maybe they were sleeping on the bed caved in, they just took the mattress off the bed and just slept there for a little bit until they could get out. I'm not seeing it. So let me go and clean up the rest of the room so I don't waste a whole bunch of time. And we'll see if we can spot the piece of trash after we get everything cleaned up. But yeah, like as far as like the process for being a contractor, again, no offense to the devs. I know they have to make the game accessible, but there are a lot of steps that are actually skipped, and I'm not even excessively knowledgeable on it. I just happen to work in a circumstance where I get exposed to it, but I'm not exactly knowledgeable about it. I noticed that that wasn't a vacuum circumstance. That was actually just a cleanup. I was expecting to have to get up the vacuum for it. We'll go ahead and grab these walls. Looks like there's a little bit on top of this. We'll run on down around the room. I have a feeling we're probably going to be selling quite a bit. And once again, I have noticed that the budget is very small, so we're probably banking on getting a little bit of money out of these old pieces of furniture and that kind of thing. A lot of cleaning to do here. A lot of cleaning. And I see the windows need to be cleaned as well. Let me go ahead and grab all this. You know, I did just think. Oh, I just found it. There it is. Look at that. I did just happen to think. I received a private message that was responding to what I was talking about with the SnowRunner, and I actually had a gentleman reach out to me and ask if I could go over, not really necessarily how I did the mods themselves, but how I rebalance the trucks, or what kind of thought process I had there. That is absolutely something that's going to be on my list. After he brought it up, I thought that's actually a pretty cool idea. So, that being said, I may, after I get done with House Flipper, I may go through and kind of show off a little bit of my car knowledge. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of videos in what's a game called Automation, which that'll probably be the primary game for the channel when it comes out. It's really, really close to release, so when it comes up, I'll probably do a full gameplay of that on the channel. But I'll do like a couple of videos in Automation showing how an engine is built, but then more go into like Forza Horizon, because that's actually my primary racing game, and SnowRunner, and kind of show how to think about mechanics and suspension, and how I kind of rebalance those trucks and why those trucks needed to be rebalanced. So that'll probably be something like towards the end of House Flipper when I get done with the videos here. Which is to say, I'm going to have a lot of content for you guys when... even when I run out of content here, there's still going to be plenty more coming for you. So don't go anywhere. Like there's going to be stuff for you to watch, definitely. Oh, here it is. Look at that. Okay. So maybe this will give us a little bit of a clue as to what happened to the previous owner. What? What? No. What? No. Oh boy. Oh boy. And I guess I really should have caught that the bathroom was not large enough to make up that side of the house. I should have thought about that. Yeah, because that's going all the way across. And yeah, this is a nice little storage area. 1 star. Yeah, I'm not going to finish a job on 1 star. 3 stars or bust, baby. or just huck it clean across the yard. Yeah, don't worry about it. Got ourselves a nice little hidden basement down here. It does make you wonder, why was the basement hidden? Ooh, what's under the stairs? Ah, I can't move any of this. Oh, I can move it. Is there an Easter egg? No Easter egg here. Alright. Let's have ourselves a look here, because I am so curious. What? What? Radiators? And pictures of radiators are covered up. This has got to be a reference of some kind I'm not getting. Like, maybe this is an in-joke? Heartwarming... There's got to be a reference here in some way, shape, or form. There is something here. And I can't sell any of it. It has to be here. This has got to be a reference of some kind. Yeah, that's got to be a reference of some kind that I'm not getting. I'm racking my brain. No, I'm drawing such a blank, and I'm so mad at myself. I'm usually pretty good at references, but I've got nothing. Like, I don't get it. Radiators. Radiators. There could be something here that maybe like a European watcher would understand. I do know that when it comes to radiators in specific, they're a lot more common in Europe than they are in the U.S. In the U.S., after around the 60s or so, they stopped, or I guess really the 70s, they stopped being very common whatsoever. Even in the U.S., or even during that time, even during that time, there really just weren't a lot of radiators to begin with. Like, steam was really common in like the Northeast to use for heating, because you could have like a college campus that would have like a single large boiler and pipe all of its steam to its outbuildings and heat all the buildings using that pipe steam. But yeah, like if you look at this was built in like a hurry. Like, this was put here to hide this in a hurry. So maybe like that's an Easter egg and I'm just not understanding the reference. But yeah, there could be something there and I'm just not understanding because I'm from the US and just radiators just haven't been a thing for a long time for us. I'm not sure. And it's not even giving me the option to cover that back up. Yeah, he probably doesn't even know that there's a basement down here, to be honest with you. Okay. So that's going to be the floor. We'll go ahead, we'll do this. Done. I bet you're going to have to sell this over here as well. I used a coat of paint, but I haven't used any paint so far. But that's okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Done. Alright, let's get rid of that, that, and that. And it looks like I've got a couple more stains right here that I missed. On these darker woods, especially when you have like these really, really grainy woods, a lot of times these stains are really hard to see naturally. I don't have the smallest monitor. Like, I definitely do not have the smallest monitor. I have a 32-inch 1440 and I do play this game at native 1440. I don't record at that size because it would take a little bit too long to upload it for me right now. But well, it's still there. Let's see. Am I looking too low? I think this is going to be one of those ones where I have to rely on the... Oh, there it is! Okay. And it looks like there was a couple other things I need to sell. Okay. Got that. Everything else looks good. So now it's just a matter of purchasing the stuff I do need. So we're only doing 3 chairs. I'm just going to kind of guess at it because the engine doesn't really much care for doing like this 120 degree. That looks good enough. I'm not going to worry about it too much after that. What? Oh, for the desk. Got it. The desk over here in the corner. Put this chair right here. Got a bed. We'll put the bed like right there. A chair. That works fine. Not going to worry too much about it. There we go. That's 3 stars. Everything's done here. Looks like we do need to sell some stuff in here. And get rid of some of these kind of personal effects, it looks like. And we still have some... once again, really, really grainy texture. Makes those kind of hard to see, even on my monitor. Alright. And this is why we do the final sweep, to make sure we get this done correctly. I swear it must be under here. You know, I'm gonna try to move like a couple of these. You know, this is almost kind of creepy in a way. I'm definitely like a Lovecraft fan, so this could have some connotations there. It seems this room's okay. Oh, it's over here. Ah, it's along the walls. Okay. I didn't even look. My brain was combining this room and that room down there into one big room. I don't know why. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Okay, and one last thing. We'll go step onto the portion outside. We're good. We're good. Excellent. Helps when I hit the right buttons. So I'm actually getting 9,000 for that. That is really strange because the budget was so small. I mean, yeah, he has to pay me for the work I did, but even so, that seems really odd that he would set such a small budget and then still pay me such a huge amount of money, respectively, I should say. But anyway, that's going to take care of it for now, guys. Have a good one, my dudes. Cheers.